Caitlin Clark and
I'm a fan.
Angel Reese, right?
Yeah.
They're going back and
I'm a
forth.
fan of both.
And Jamil Hill says by the time Angel Reese is done, she's going to be the Michael Jordan of WNBA.
She said about Angel Reese?
She said Angel Reese, by the time she retires, can you pull up this quote? She said, by the time she retires, she will be the MJ of, go to Jamil Hill, type in Jamil Hill, yeah. She says, by the time she retires, Jamil Hill has made a bold prediction that Angel Reese will become the MJ of the WNBA by the time she retires. That's what she said, okay? Okay. Let me continue.
Okay.
All right.
Jamil
So
Hill.
now,
Okay, guy.
while this is taking place, Brittney Griner comes out and says, I am so sick and tired of the WNBA. It used to be a peaceful, small little thing. Now there's crowds screaming, hollering. This is disruptive. It's not allowing us to play the game. This is her quote. I don't know if you saw this or not when she gave that. Okay. Can you pull up that quote? Because I got to read to I'm going to apply for a job at First Take. I'm telling you right now, part-time, I'm coming on board helping you guys out. Can you type in Brittney Griner?
I'd bring you on.
I'd have fun with you. Brittney Griner, what she says, she says right there, watch this. Every time we play her, there's this commotion, like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there watching on purpose. It's very disruptive. She says WNBA games used to be a chill, quiet place. You could bring your laptop and relax, maybe even get a little work done. But now it's like there's large gatherings of people watching us from the stands. Some of them are yelling crazy shit about what they're seeing, putting unfair pressure on us to score like we're there for their entertainment. You are. The whole thing is toxic. I saw a guy with his daughter in the crowd, both of them yelling, couldn't hear what they were saying exactly, but it was either my performance or some light racism. But here's where I'm going with this. So the WNBA says they want to get paid more. They're saying this year they're going to make $1 billion. That's what they're saying, okay? For the first time ever. Now that Caitlin Clark is hurt for 2 weeks, did you see ticket prices? Insane. Let me read you the ticket prices. After Caitlin Clark's been hurt for 2 weeks, all right? So let's go through this. Caitlin Clark absence is having an immediate impact beyond the court. According to data shared by Yahoo Sports via TickPick, prices for 2 specific Indiana Fever away games against the Chicago Sky and the Washington Mystics dropped sharply after Clark was sidelined. Before the injury, the lowest ticket available for Fever's matchup in Chicago was $86. For the game in Washington, fans needed at least $41 to get in. After the news of Clark's absence, those get-in prices fell to $25 from $86 and $14 from $41. What the hell is going on with WNBA that they cannot handle all this attention that they're getting, as well as the hate and anger towards Caitlin Clark?
First things first. Respectfully. Brittney Griner was in a Russian prison. You would think that somebody who is now free, back in America on home soil, would not have too much to complain about. Especially something like this. Fans in every sport. She described the fans.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what sport you are. It doesn't matter what sport you pick. That's how fans act in every arena. In every arena. So, and then when you, clearly she's not remembering who they let out to get her back.
The
or
Merchant
American
of
Soul.
Death.
The Merchant of Death. An arms dealer that wanted to kill American citizens, according to the reports. That's who they let out for her. You would think that you would be smiling, you would be ecstatic, you would be happy, and something like this wouldn't faze you at all. The fact that it does is disturbing. I'll leave it at that. When it comes to Caitlin Clark, now I've taken hits because I was calling it from day one. You got people that are resentful towards her. But it's really not about her, guys. It's about what she represents. Before she ever came along, there were a lot of outstanding basketball players who happened to be black females that was doing their thing on the WNBA level. And they never got this kind of shine. This girl, the Golden Goose, comes along, and she wreaks havoc. She's the Rookie of the Year. She's 4th in the league in MVP voting. 4th in the league, her rookie year.
Wow.
Outstanding. She's like Steph Curry. She could pull up from anywhere. You understand? She has that kind of capability. Didn't win a national championship. Lost to LSU one year. Lost to South Carolina another year. But she's outstanding and clearly worthy of being the number 1 overall pick. And what I was saying to everybody is ride the wave. Rising tide lifts all boats. The girl is spectacular. It's not like she's not a scrub. She's not only can play, she's a star caliber player who draws this attention. And maybe it's because that fan base that she has and her being a young white lady contributes to it. So what? Benefit from it. And then you have a lot of folks that have come to the defense of numerous WNBA players because they were pointing out, like, this has been going on before long and people are not hating on her. It's not about hating on her. It's that you feel she is getting a level of attention that you deserved and you warranted long before she ever came along. It's understandable, but it happens. You think there weren't players that weren't jealous of Michael Jordan, that didn't resent Michael Jordan, okay? Ask the Detroit Pistons how they felt about Michael Jordan and how much they enjoyed beating him up before he ultimately captured the championship. Eventually, he got tired of getting his ass kicked. Like literally, slammed him to the floor, invoking Jordan rules.
Exactly.
And he got tired of all that, got himself bulkier, bigger, etc. And all of these things happen. The point is, Magic and Bird, Jordan, Kobe came along, there was resentment. I mean, the list goes on and on. It happens. So to me, there's nothing wrong with the resentment that you may feel towards what she represents. It's actually good because it provokes a level of hostility, which elevates the competitive fervor, and y'all go out there and compete, and everybody gets paid. But unfortunately, you almost feel like you have some folks within the WNBA that wishes that would rather not be in a very fruitful position because of their resentment towards her. And they won't admit it, but I've been talking about it for months.
I got to reply to this.
Yeah.
So I'm not just going to let you sit here and talk trash about my man, Brittney Griner. Straight
Don't do
up.
that.
No, I'm just letting you know right now. Because my dude Brittney,
she's a young lady.
let me defend her for a second, please. There's people in there making noises. They're yelling. They're booing. In her defense, she's never seen fans before. Stephen A. Smith, they've never been at the games. They've never had fans. Now she has crowds, and she's wondering.
She was at Baylor before she came to the WNBA. You trying to tell me there wasn't fans at Baylor?
All those Baylor Bear basketball games.
I'm just saying that.
Maybe.
No.
15 years ago.
Women's basketball?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
In college.
College gets their love now. Come on now.
But not the WNBA. Not the WNBA.
Well, it's growing.
And the best thing that they've ever had in the WNBA is Caitlin Clark.
From a box office perspective.
And by the way, she ain't the first to do this. There's Diana Taurasi. There's Lisa Leslie. There's
Diana
Cheryl
Taurasi's
Swoops.
phenomenal.
Okay.
All of them.
Respect
Cheryl
to
Swoops,
them.
all of them.
All of them. But let's just call
Candace
a
Parker,
spade here.
yeah.
Sure. WNBA's trash.
No,
Straight
I'm not going to say that.
Okay, this is my opinion.
Okay.
This is my opinion.
Okay.
It's a zombie company. It loses money. Nobody's going to the game. Thank God they get Caitlin Clark. She's injured for 2 weeks. All of a sudden, attendance goes down. This is not going to work long term. You trust me. You'll see this long term. Ain't nobody going to WNBA games. Vinny, who won the championship last year? You don't even know.
Liberty.
Who's the yeah, you're a professional sports fan. Come on. Tom, who's the leading player in the league right now, WNBA? You don't know.
Sarah.
PBD, how many teams are there in the WNBA?
60.
I don't know. The point is nobody cares, and we're trying to make a story out of a story that don't exist. And I'm here to play the game. WNBA, Caitlin Clark, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
If the WNBA makes $1 billion this year, you lose the argument.
Okay.
If the WNBA
That's
makes
the biggest if ever.
Okay. What is WNBA
If my
projected to make
grandma
this year?
had she'd be my
Here
grandpa.
we go. Listen, guy. It's projecting that this year WNBA is going to make $1 billion.
Is that profit or revenue?
It doesn't matter. You'll find a way to increase EBITDA, driven by surge in popularity, increase revenue from ticket sales, merchandise, and television deals, particularly due to the impact of the players like Caitlin Clark. The league's revenue is expected to grow significantly, with forecasts suggesting a global market value exceeding $1 billion.
Okay.
This is going in that direction.
It's going in the right
It's been
direction.
25 years where they haven't made a penny.
But
So now all of a sudden you want to be like, maybe this year.
Time out. It was growing before she arrived, and then it elevated to another level once she's arrived.
We'll
and she's
see.
not going anywhere anytime
We'll
soon.
see.
And, oh, by the way, remember this name.
Okay.
Juju Watkins.
Okay.
Out of USC.
I've seen her. Freshman, great player.
Spectacular. She tore
She can
ACL.
ball.
Tore ACL. In NCAA tournament last year. You know, she's special. And I'm just telling you, you're going to see the league continue
Who
to
wins
grow.
this game? Ready? WNBA All-Star versus the best high school players, ABC Nike game. High school Ben versus WNBA player, best players.
Here's my
Who
response.
wins?
Here's my response to that. I think it would be the high school, but I would say this to you.
Because you're right.
Don't underestimate women and the growing support they're providing to the WNBA. Remember, anything successful, you usually have the women behind it supporting the product.
Don't underestimate the NBA subsidizing.
The NBA and the NFL
Yes.
went to another level once they appealed more to women. What if the women decide we gonna focus and lock in on the WNBA?
No, the NFL started growing once they implemented what's called cheerleaders. And people were like, oh, okay, we'll go to the game. Look at them. Look at them Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Come on, bro.
You lost
What?
credibility with your
How did I lose
Honestly,
credibility?
at this point, like, stop the podcast, Brent. Rob, let's just finish it
ridiculous.
up and go to.
I'm losing credibility.
That's not
WNBA
true.
hasn't made one penny, but I'm losing
Let
credibility.
me put it.
Okay.
I'll tell you one thing.
Okay.
Fine.
You're
Let me
using
tell you-
credibility
credibility because of a
company.
bizarre statement about the NFL.
Let me tell you what I like. Let me tell you what I like. You know what I like? Here's what I like. I don't care what's going on. I want to see animosity in sports.
Yes.
I don't care
bother me.
what's going on. I love the fact that right now, who's the guy in the heavyweight UFC that's pushing the buttons of John Jones, saying, I'm officially the
Tom
super heavyweight
Aspinall?
Aspinall. He's saying, I'm officially
guy's
the
a
super
beast.
because John Jones has retired.
But John
John
Jones is the
Jones has
man.
retired. John Jones has retired, right? I love animosity. The best fights were Cormier against John Jones. The best fights was Khabib against, Conor. You want that, Mayweather
good.
used to fight what weekend? Cinco de Mayo. That was his way. Like,
Yes.
I'm going to take your ass out. So to me, I don't know. I just love the fact that there's animosity. You know what game I'm going to see the stat line on? You know what game? The next time Fever plays whoever Reese
Whatever
is.
team she plays now.
No, only Reese.
Yeah.
Only Reese. Because animosity changes the game. For those of you that believe the future looks bright and you go to the gym and you want to sport the gear and be part of the community that represents Future Looks Bright, here's a new gear that came out, athletic wear of Future Looks Bright, with our models. And guess who's in it? Vinny, Rob, going to play the
Steven
clip.
don't give a shit about what I'm doing.
Those
Okay,
are
Vinny.
85-pound dumbbells.
Okay, Nati. A good camera work right there.
The second one right there is what your kids should have kept the video.
It's Natalia.
Oh,
Great personality on that girl. There she goes. Sick. Gangsta.
Looks good.
Yeah, we remember her.
Yeah.
We remember her.
All right, go to VTeamers.com.
Nothing.
Place the order. First 100.
Brother
You're
could
going
be
to get an I
struggling
Love
from
You tee.
amnesia and remember that. It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
I'm just talking
Again,
truth.
VTeamers.com.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.